Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It was Atalanta 0, Liverpool 5. Yes, 5 away from home in Europe in what was being billed as Liverpool's toughest fixture of the group. 9 points from 9 in this season's Champions League so far. Top of the group, top of the Premier League. Wow. It's your reactions then. There's a couple of ways if you're watching this live. If you are a YouTube member, you can use the YouTube members only chat live alongside this video. Just write Mate first at the start of your comments so I know you're talking to me and I'll read as many of them as possible. I'll do some now, then I'll nip over to Twitter if you, and then I'll come back and do some more on the YouTube comments. So if I haven't read yours out yet, or if you want a chance to get signed up on a YouTube membership, at any tier, by the way, that works, that's cool, then you can do that now and I'll come back to them in a moment. So we'll kick things off. Kieran Orley was first with the comments, said, mate, what a performance from everyone. Jota will rightly get the headlines, but another solid game by Reece and Kurt. Looked dangerous all game. Sorry for almost tomming the clean sheet at the end. I like that's become a thing. Poor old Tom. Yes, it's I mean, Reece Williams, he didn't have much to do, did he? It's mad because they caused us problems, and I think they targeted Joe Gomez. And I think, look, Atalanta are a good team, a good attacking team, and what they actually found, we've got a world-class goalie, and there's some really good comments about Alisson's performance, which we'll come to in due time. But Kurt, really good. I think he's had a couple of kind of averagey performances when you consider that, which is fine, by the way. He's 19 years old. He's allowed, if he's playing in at the Premier League level and Champions League level, and he's fine, that's actually brilliant. It's brilliant that you can come in and play at that level and just be okay. That's good. There was more to come from, and I think we saw that tonight. I think it was really good indeed. And obviously, Jota will get the headlines. I'm certain of it. Fire Lapster, what do you think with this team? What's possible this Champions League season? Surely anything's possible at the moment. You know, Liverpool's aim is to get out the group first and foremost, and we are, I think, with 3 points away from guaranteeing that. Probably a draw would probably guarantee it at this point. I think that's right. Maybe a goal difference might be a thing, but no, that should do it. But regardless, great. It means you can focus on other things, and the league's going to need a lot of focus. It's going to need a lot of energy this year. But yeah, look, Liverpool were unlucky to get knocked out last year. We were actually, perversely though, kind of lucky that we did, because of the fact that it ends up as a summer tournament. I don't think we'd have as much chance this season of success if we'd played in the summer as well. But I think Liverpool were good enough to win it last year, having gone to the finals 2 years previously to that. So I see no reason why if Liverpool can be Liverpool and we get lucky with some injuries, you know, given how much bad luck we've had, there's no reason why Liverpool can't go very deep in this competition. Pov, mate, surely Jota will get the nod over Bobby for City. Can't help but feel for Bobby a bit. Looked a bit dejected when he came on. Brilliant game, a bait up the Reds. Yeah, look, I think Bobby came on. Maybe it might be a bit freeing. We've just done the podcast today, which we avoided Atalanta chat. So if you want the podcast, it's not dated by this game. In fact, maybe a touch, but we talk about Bobby Firmino and how he hasn't kicked on with other players, you know, fighting for his place the way we've maybe seen it from other players in this squad. This might be it. This might be the catalyst that Roberto Firmino needs. He's just been effectively rested for a big Champions League game when his mates, Salah, Mane, the other two of the front three, have just played the full 90 minutes there. And I wonder whether that might, you know, if that having had some rest and the motivation to dig a bit deeper, I would be surprised if he doesn't start the game, and I would be surprised if he doesn't have a good game against Manchester City at the weekend. Ryan Johnson, mate, despite the hat-trick, I can see Klopp starting Bobby versus City for his experience, but what a player Diogo is. He is absolutely amazing. Right, yeah, keep your YouTube members, keep your comments coming in. I'll dive back to you guys in a second. I'm just going to pop over to Twitter for a moment. We've got some great ones over here. Mohammed Ansab Chowdhury says, I know it's a bit early, but Jota for Ballon d'Or. Yeah, sure, why not? Dean Murray at Dean Murray 6 says, anyone else watch the best team in the world play football just there? What a game and performance up the Reds. It was. I don't think any of us really was expecting that game to go like that. I thought it would be another game where we ground it out, and I would have been happy with that. I've said this a couple of weeks ago. I just want to see Liverpool win. I don't care how we win, just that we win. We've just done 3 very, very tight wins in back-to-back where maybe we didn't. not that we didn't deserve to win, but we certainly didn't play well enough to say we were comfortable in those games. And then we've just come out and put in a world-class, a proper vintage Liverpool performance. That's a marker-like performance. We didn't do many of them last season. This felt more like Liverpool from 2 seasons ago and 3 seasons ago. Really, really good stuff indeed. Techno Copite, Jota absolutely ruthless. Early days, but I've not seen anyone this ruthless and clinical in a Liverpool shirt since Suarez. Perfect warm for City on Sunday, up the champions of England, really. Yeah, there's loads of different comparisons to what he does. He's very Mane-like. I said it in the comments. That first goal, is it the first goal? The dink? Is it the first goal? Is very Michael Owen. Plays on the shoulder, strength, holds off his man, and then the way he shifts it and dinks the goalkeeper. That's a very Owen finish. The chest down and volley is a very, that's a very Suarez-y thing to do. And then the burst through round the goalkeeper, Torres. He's his own man, but he complements and supports what we do perfectly. He's just wonderful. Liverpool Red saying, when is this crisis going to end? Liverpool crisis club, really struggling. Bad injuries, all true, by the way, the injuries thing. We've managed this really well so far, really, really well indeed. Loads more challenges to come, not least City at the weekend, of course. And Liverpool will have harder days than this. They'll have games where it doesn't quite work out for us. Great. I'm glad that there's always a crisis club in the Premier League, by the way. When there's more than 4 clubs who can reasonably contend for the top 4 places, means one of them is going to be in 5th or 6th or lower down. I'm fully on board with Man United being the crisis club at the moment and Liverpool being absolutely incredible. That long may that continue. Seb Ate saying Alisson needs a mention tonight. Fantastic. He was absolutely fantastic. Save after save. We've won 5-0 and normally you'd say that was an absolute drubbing, and it was, but Atalanta gave us a really good game, gave the defence some real questions, and gave the goalkeeper a lot. And I said this during commentary, Liverpool have won games lately where we've not tested the goalkeeper as much as they tested our goalkeeper tonight. They had that one shot from Duvan. It's the sort of corner of the goal, the post and crossbar, and comes out. It was a great effort. Obviously unlucky not to go in for them. And other than that, Alisson, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And this is why it was so important to get him back. There's a chance, with the prognosis of that shoulder injury, he'd have missed this game. There was talk that he would miss Man City, and he's back, and he's massive. He's an absolute giant, isn't he? Rifat, Azim, all the boys deserve massive credit to Diogo. Diogo will get the headlines, but can we have a massive fucking shout out to Gini, because he was everywhere, always the spare man, always there to double up defensively. It looked like we had an extra man today. Gini was outstanding in midfield, and the best Gini Wijnaldum is one who runs with the ball, and the one who beats men, and he uses body and he rolls players. We saw some really, really, really good play from Gini Wijnaldum today. And again, it's mad to single out any individual. I could do the full 11 plus probably pretty much the 5 substitutes. Fantastic. Johannes Nyberg says, I don't even know where to begin. Jota was superb. Trent, Mane and Salah were amazing. Jones, Reece did really well. Alisson was excellent. Great team performance. Absolutely. And Mark Ferg, to round it up from Twitter, we'll come back to YouTube members chat in a moment. Says, didn't expect a clean sheet in that game. Fuck me, what a performance from top to bottom. Diogo Jota, clearly the best Portuguese player to ever grace the game, and has to start versus City, in my opinion. We'll definitely come into that. We'll be doing the build-up show later on in the week. Interesting stuff nevertheless. Prejas Pujari over in the members chat saying, mates, we can't stop keeping clean sheets in the UCL. Long may that continue. Jota, brilliant. Would be hard to bench him. We're able to rest Robbo, Hendo, Trent, Gini mid-game. LFC in crisis, I'm hearing. Yeah, that was the ideal for this. I mean, it's mad that we kept Salah and Mane on, but what we've done is we've used that as an opportunity just to get a few minutes for Nico Williams, which in itself gives Trent a little bit of time back. We've taken Robbo off. We've given some more minutes to Milner. It was just a spectacularly managed game of football from start to finish. The absolute ideal preparation for Manchester City at the weekend. Tony Blakeway, we robbed Wolves blind, didn't we? Yes, we did. Anyone else we should get from them so they can become the new Southampton? Yeah, Connor Cody. That would be lovely. Ashley Frith, mate, is anyone else seeing Jota turn into a first season Salah? I would say fullbacks back at their best too, completely, particularly Trent. I think Robbo's been great all season, but Trent's finally getting back to that top quality level that he's been at for a couple of seasons now. Brilliant. Imran Madam saying, mate, what song are we singing for Jota? Kieran Molyneux of Boss Night fame did put out the DISCO, DISCO as DIOGO would work. I'd be interested to see what the Boss Boys do when they're finally able to be in a room full of people again with a guitar. But there will be he needs an amazing song. He needs a song we can bounce to. I'm totally open to suggestions in how we do that. CJ, Reece, Phillips and Fab all putting solid performance at centre back now. I'm really not sure our fourth choice is anymore, and that's a good problem to have. And look, I think it's Firmino. I think Nat Phillips, it's a horses for courses kind of thing. I think Reece is so young that he doesn't. You've got to be careful with when we use him. But tonight was I don't think we had much choice but to use him tonight because you couldn't use Nat Phillips and Fabinho's injured. And I think we're being careful with Joel Matip. I fully expect Joel Matip, if he's on the bench tonight, to be in the Man City team, and we'll need him. We'll very much need him for that game. But Nat Phillips can come in if you're going to play teams with a target man. I think Nat Phillips can handle those kind of games. Reece Williams probably can too, but maybe lacking a little bit of experience and just being, pace and control, good stuff. Hopefully it's enough signs of encouragement. We've been better defensively. We've conceded less goals without Van Dijk than we conceded with him. So, yeah, that's the thing. But we are not necessarily as good in our all-round play, and that's why tonight's performance was so important. It really showed that Liverpool back to their best. Ruthless, pacey, tricky, direct, hard to handle, creative and battling at the same time. Hat-trick for Jota, who was clearly man of the match in this, but yeah, goal for Salah. And what a wonderful performance. What a wonderful evening it's been. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Thanks to everyone who's joined up to the YouTube memberships. Brilliant stuff. Thank you for putting all your comments in. Thank you for people who tweeted in as well. Do drop a like on this video because that thing always helps. And one more thing before we go. We haven't got an advert made up for this yet, but our Redmen Christmas sweatshirts are available right now. There is one. It's the Bobby F one, as it's called, Last Christmas. The artwork on it is sensational. I used to design our Christmas sweatshirts. I don't do it anymore. Simon from Threads for Reds does the design now. Another brilliant company and another brilliant set of designs for them as well. What I would say is, if you're going to order a Christmas sweatshirt of us, they go big around Christmas. The sooner you get it ordered, the sooner you'll get it. The longer you wait, there might be a little bit of a backlog. So yeah, get first come, first serves, get them in, print it to order, and get it all boxed off for whether it's a gift or whether it's for yourself so you can look cool around lockdown 2. Then do it, and do it right now. Guys, thank you so much. I will be back in about half an hour's time with Chris for the instant match reaction. He's going to be doing the player ratings, so do tune in for that one. But other than that, yeah, up the 5-goal top of the Champions League Reds. Hey everyone, mate here. I want to tell you all about the fantastic set of perks and benefits we have got for you guys when you sign up to be a member here on YouTube. There are 3 tiers available. You've got first teamer, you've got club captain, and you've got club legend, that each come with their own, as I say, perks and benefits. First and foremost, of course, you've got access to custom emojis that you can use within any one of our live streams, of which there will be plenty this season. You also get 10% off Redmen TV merch from our merchandise store, which will be linked below. Also, if you go for tier 2, this is where things start to get really interesting. You get access to an additional 60-minute show each and every week throughout the season. That is the final word show. 60 minutes looking back on Liverpool's weekend game, usually only available on the redmentv.com. That is there for people who sign up at club captain level and for those at club legend level as well. In addition to the aforementioned perks, aforementioned emotes, and that wonderful final word show, you also get a 20% discount code off Redmen TV merch on our merch store as well. And of course, you get to support everything we're doing on the channel as well. So if you love all the free content we've given you down the years and you want a little bit more, and you want to have a little bit more extra access, and you want loyalty badges as well, we have got you covered with a YouTube membership. Sign up now, get more content, get emotes, get badges, and support the channel. Nice one.